Hey guys, this is Spencer from Willie Awesome Adventures. Today we're going to highlight some amazing locations in St. Thomas in the beautiful U.S. Virgin Islands. Whether you're a wheelchair user or an able-bodied explorer, stick around to the end and let me show you the way to spend your day. Alright guys, let's check out what some of St. Thomas has to offer. Whenever I visit a destination, I typically reserve a private tour and transportation. Booking a private excursion with a reputable local company gives you the freedom to choose what you want to do and when. After loading up in our wheelchair accessible van, our guide Larry from It Could Be Worse Transportation got right to it. Originally, my plans were to fly my drone around various locations on the island. However, after boarding my ship, I learned Disney Cruise Line had a no drone policy. While I was super bummed, Larry quickly came up with a plan B. Our first stops were to tour some wheelchair accessible resorts. One of my favorites was the Ritz-Carlton. This place was absolutely breathtaking, and some of the standout features were the 125-foot long infinity edge pool, fully wheelchair accessible facilities, and the private catamaran named Lady Lindsay. Even if you're just visiting for the day by cruise ship, it's possible to find several resorts that offer day passes with full access to their facilities. This is a great option for those looking to avoid large crowds. It's always 5 o'clock somewhere, so when you're visiting the Caribbean, it's never a bad idea to have some cheeseburgers in paradise at this picturesque Margaritaville. The St. Thomas Margaritaville was one of my favorites so far, but I was quickly reminded that giant Caribbean lizards also love cheeseburgers. After a quick stop for a fresh roadside coconut, we headed to check out some of the many iconic panoramic views that St. Thomas is known for. On the way, we passed the Red Hook Ferry Terminal. This is the place you could go to catch the car or passenger ferry to one of the neighboring islands. Our first scenic overlook was Drake's Seat. Drake's Seat was built in 1933 by Arthur Fairchild. He thought the spot was a nice place for a rest. You too can take a break and enjoy the fabulous view of Magens Bay from the famous seat. Next, we arrived at the Charlotte Amalie Overlook. This spot is located right around the corner from Drake's Seat, but since this one overlooks the southern side of St. Thomas, the view is completely different. At this location, you can find several vendors and even have a unique photo opportunity with the famous St. Thomas donkey. Located on the highest point of St. Thomas, our next stop was the Mountaintop. This observation deck affords visitors stunning panoramic views of Magens Bay, St. John, and the British Virgin Islands. As one of the first attractions on the island, Mountaintop is best known for its world-famous banana daiquiri and wide array of duty-free shopping. After sipping on one of those daiquiris, I now know why millions of visitors always come back. We've seen it from above, now we're going to see it from the sand. Magens Bay Beach, without a doubt, is our favorite spot in St. Thomas. Magens Bay Beach is the prettiest beach on the island and has consistently rated as one of the top 10 beaches in the world. This long stretch of white sand is just under 1 mile wide, but it's the perfect place to hang out for the day. Here you can find crystal clear water, ideal for swimming and snorkeling, with all the conveniences of parking, lifeguards, equipment rentals, freshwater showers, restaurants, and bars. This place even has a Moby mat and floating beach wheelchair, so people of all abilities can take part in the sun and fun. Following our visit to Magens Bay, we hit the road to Paradise Point. This location is accessible by either the Skyride tram or by car. The road to Paradise Point is extremely steep so for me it was super exhilarating. I can say this road might not be for everyone, as some people may find it too bumpy and rather jarring. Once we made it to the top, we were presented with the spectacular view of Charlotte Amalie. Paradise Point is a great location if you're looking to enjoy lunch and drink the best Bailey's Bushwhacker in all of St. Thomas. At the conclusion of a tour, I recommend exploring Charlotte Amalie. Charlotte Amalie is the capital and the largest city in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Its deepwater harbor was once a haven for pirates, and it is now one of the busiest ports in the Caribbean, with approximately 3 million cruise visitors annually. Charlotte Amalie is a great place for souvenirs as it's filled with boutique shops, jewelry stores, and duty-free shopping. In town, you will see historical buildings with Danish influences, Danish architecture, and even Danish street names. While we barely scrape the surface of what's available, make sure to check out some of these incredible locations on your next air or sea St. Thomas vacation. Be sure to like and subscribe so I can create more travel content. For help planning your next vacation, reach out to me with the contact information in the description below. We look forward to seeing you again on the next Willie Awesome adventure.